Good morning, traders. Welcome to TradeSetup and the morning jumpstart for the 25th of October. Okay, US was higher overnight, but not a lot of news to report, not a lot of action. We had some better than expected earnings reports, which is helping to buoy the market. A flurry of mergers and acquisitions indicating that corporate America still sees some value in the market. Um, Let's take a look at the breakdown of what happened overnight. We've got the SPY futures closed up only 3 points, fairly flat. S&P futures closed up 10 and a quarter points. FTSE was down 25.5 points. The DAX closed up 66 points. We had gold finishing down $2.90. Oil was also lower, 35 cents. CRB index was up only 0.05 of a point, and the Aussie is currently around that 76.15 level. Okay, looking at the action overnight on the ASX 200 30-minute chart. We can see the market has held that lower high on the longer term at 54.54. Market's been making lower lows and lower highs. We had the initial washout, then bounced back up, retested that level, and then really pushed down hard, made a lower high, and then we've just been pushing down since then. Now, yesterday we did wash out a couple of the overnight levels at 54.32, and then pretty much headed straight down to 53.78, and we rejected that level, tested it a few times intraday, and then we popped back up into the close. Now we sort of continued that trend overnight. Not too much action though. We did pop up, made some, still looks like we are potentially making some lower highs and holding that minor intraday downtrend. So it'd be important to see if 54.08 can hold. If that can hold, then we can sort of test that a few times, even wash that out maybe on the open, and then bounce back up and build a higher low to work off, and then potentially push up through this resistance line. And then the key level on the top side would be 54.25. If we can sort of pop up through that, and then we could be looking to higher levels, even back up to 54, which would make that a major double bottom. If not, we could just pretty much continue to hold that trend lower, and 54.25 is sort of a key level to hold the market down. We may push up, test it, and then roll straight over and producing that lower high, and then working our way lower back down to 53.78. But longer term, yeah, that market is just grinding lower intraday basis anyway on a half an hour chart. So we'll see if that continues today. Okay, looking at the Aussie dollar and the action from overnight. Now we are holding that major high low at 75.10. Remember, that's our potential head and shoulders move there. Now it's holding that level, and it has pushed up and broken out through 7700, 7710 zone. Now we did back off, wash that out, back off, and then we're looking to potentially hold that 75.85 support level at the moment. We are just bouncing, making minor higher lows, but really that level, the key level is 76.50. Now if we push up through that level, we could just wash it out and then roll over from there, back down below 75.84 towards 75.10 again. But if this level can hold, and we can get a bit more contraction, a few lower highs and higher lows, contract in and on itself, and then to produce, just get that energy to push straight up through 76.50, blow that level out, and then head back up towards 7700 and above, potentially up to 77.50. We'll see how that plays out in the next couple of days. Okay, on the ASX we're looking at BWX. We've got an entry alert at 5:05 on that one, where we bought into the market, looking for that push up through 527 on its way to 570. At the moment that price action is a bit constrained. It's just grinding higher really. We haven't had any sudden moves. We had that little nice green candle push up, and then it's been rejected off 527 not yesterday, day before. So we are looking for that potentially just to hold that base above 505, just build a little inside base there, which you can project up through 527 on its way to 570. But we'll see how that plays out. Market is just coming off overbought, so not a bad sign that prices are holding up, and then we could easily go back into overbought and just shoot up through 527. It is finding a bit of resistance at that level though. We've touched it once, then retested 433, and then we've been grinding way back up into that level. So it'll be interesting to see if that can, if we can get enough buyers just to push that level and break through it. Okay, looking now at QANTAS, we've got a long entry on that at 322, an alert entry there, and we've got our risk just below that, around that 310 zone. So we are seeing this nice price action. It's starting to get that curving base there, but it's more just in consolidation. It's just bouncing off that 326, made that high, and potentially just making a minor lower high there at 326. So if that market does roll over, okay, then we need to get tagged on our support, but the on our exit levels. But that level is that level at 310 is looking quite nice. We have that first touch at rejection and a bit of a washout lower, retouched that level and made that higher low, so that's not bad price action for pretty much a push through up through 327 on its way to 348, but it may take some time just to play out, but we've got to outline that one today, see how that goes. Right, that's it for today. We'll speak to you again tomorrow morning.